Hi folks, how you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website, link in the description box. Mind, body, spirit, fitness, putting the healing back in health. Coming at you today with a video on what is freedom. Right? We're coming up on an election year. Trump's big, Sanders is big, giving away free stuff, free college, all this. But what is true freedom? I think we've lost the thought process of what it truly is. So what is it? The best thing I've heard, is I think it was one of the saints. I'm Christian, so I'm always going to go with some of the saints. I can't remember who it was. I wish I did, but I think it was Thomas Aquinas. And it was, freedom is not given the ability to do whatever you want. Freedom is being able to do the right thing. That's true freedom, right? What's right for everybody as a whole. And I think there is a way, but we've been led astray and lied to, saying it's, Democrat, Republican. I was thinking of today, red and black, just red and blue, just like the Crips and Bloods. This is lie. They just want to segregate us and push us apart from each other, right? So what is true freedom, though? What is this? And I think the best thing I was able to come up with a while back was Cat Williams. I know a lot of you might watch him. I think it was him. He had a comedy special where he was talking about self-esteem and how women, his girlfriend or something, or maybe it was just a story he made up about a woman yelling at her husband saying, "It's because of you that I have low self-esteem. You make me feel horrible, blah, 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 blah." Right? And what he said was, it's called self-esteem. It's what you think of yourself. It has nothing to do with me. It's you, self-esteem. So that's where I want to go with that. That's what freedom is. It's having that self-esteem and that positivity and that belief in yourself. That's what freedom is. Having that belief in yourself to do whatever you want to do. Of course, at times we need others. We are social beings. I believe everything happens for a reason. We are all connected with each other. So we do need each other. Everyone helps mold us. Even if you've met that person for 5 minutes, 5 seconds, in some way, shape, or form, they might change your life. But that's what true freedom is. Not caring what anyone else thinks, but yet at the same time doing what's right. Or what is the next thing? What is true freedom? This is another downfall of this political correctness, where now they say, if you look it up, there's like 16 or 50 some different types of genders, and there's this and that. Political correctness, I think, has led to a lack of freedom. Once again, they've enslaved us. They say you're the only person that put yourself in a box. And I'm sorry, if there are 56 genders and you're considering one of the 56, you've kind of put yourself in that own little box, right? So you've almost enslaved yourself. Same thing you do with your friends when you decide you don't want to, conversate with any of the people outside of your box. You're the one that has enslaved yourself. You're the one that has took freedom away from yourself. And political correctness, I think, is enslaving us and putting us in a bad direction. You are cutting yourself off from freedom. Same thing. What is freedom? Freedom, once again, is that ability for people not to upset you, right? Because if they can upset you by saying something, you have no control. They have control of you. So you are no longer free. You are a slave to what someone else thinks and their thought process. So all of a sudden, because I don't like someone, I'm a racist, or I hate gay people, or I hate black people, Mexican people, whatever. I hate these people because of something I say, or someone else gets offended. Well, you are no longer free. You have lost your own freedom. You let me take that from you. You've lost freedom. And that's only something that you brought upon yourself, is in losing your freedom. So you're mentally enslaving yourself to these things. You are no longer free because of that. And then I want to finish this up. We're getting close at the 5-minute mark. I found this new Christian rapper, Eshon Burgundy. And he has a song, and he says something about everybody needs a raise. I wish I had it. I have it on my phone. But he says something about everybody needs a raise. And then he talks about the same thing, how we are enslaved. And the only way is Jesus talks about freeing us from slavery, giving us that eternal life. And that's what he's talking about. You You need that freedom of the slavery here on earth, or this prison, this mental prison we've put ourselves in, and letting God elevate us to true freedom, right? To that true freedom of self, of being one with Him. Once again, I have that video on how to regain your virginity. And it's the same thing, how they lie to us and take our freedom away with the complexity of the vocabulary of English. And they misguide these words. Even our language enslaves us because it's so complicated that we lose the true meaning of these words. Same thing with slang. It's just starting to hurt us with the horrible vocabulary that's out there. And I'm guilty of it too. I'm definitely not an intelligent person, and my vocabulary is very low, but I'm slowly getting better at it. But even your own vocabulary is taking your freedom from you. You know, we've got to understand that there are certain rules and regulations and things we need to follow in this world, and the way you dress, the way you talk, the way you act, and things like that are going to enable you or disable you from being able to achieve whatever goal it is that you're trying to achieve in life. You know, and in that way, sometimes you have to conform to certain things in order to gain that freedom, even if it's at the beginning process. Then you can kind of slowly grow. I'm getting way off topic here, so I'm going to end it right there. But once again, food for thought there on the freedom and how these things and how you yourself are taking your own freedom away from you. All right? So I hope that helps. Subscribe to the channel. Share and like these videos.